In the middle of 2016, I was sitting in my dark room. In front of me, just a computer. But somewhere out there, in Monas, there is, the Monument Nasional, the center of Jakarta. There was a big and huge demonstration. But what I saw in the social media, there was some news telling that 2 people was died. 2 people died, and I can imagine that if somebody out there, they have demonstration and they thought that somebody died and can get panic. Then I look at the news. I like what the news on the social media. Apparently, the 2 guys that died was not during the demonstration. It was 2 days before. So 2 days before, during their transportation in the toll road to Jakarta, they got accident or something like that. So when I look at again in my computer, because my work is collecting data from social media, online news especially, and then especially Twitter. I look at the conversation, and I saw that there are quite a lot of bots. Yeah? Bots is like an account in computer and on Twitter, but it uses program. And they try to share as much as possible this news. So I thought that somebody is trying to fool us with this information. And I thought this is very dangerous. Then since then, I decided to make my system open. My name is Ismail Fahmi, and I developed drone breed. Drone breed is, drone, but I use Twitter. Twitter's logo is bird, and in my village, the bird is like breed, like that. So I use Twitter, drone breed, something like that. Okay, and then I use that to monitor the conversation, and then I think I need to share this information to people. I need to share the visualization that I can see from my laptop, from my computer, to everybody. So they know when somebody tries to fool them with this information, they will know that. Okay, then I tried to do that again and again, almost in every week. I do that almost 1 news every week. There's so many disinformation, and always I shared on my Facebook page. I share my analysis on Twitter. And there are some news about me as well, because I try to use this. Somebody say that it is very useful, that this information need to be exposed. The guys that try to fool us with this information need to be exposed as well. Okay. And in 2018, there was MIT research about fake news. I thought the finding was the same as I thought before, that this information was shared by bot computer program. But the finding was not. Fake news spread much faster than truth. And who shared that? It is not a computer program. It is human. Human has a tendency to share disinformation. Human has a tendency to share controversies. And I thought that this is not good. So this is not good because everybody can do that. And if there are so many disinformation shared, and people will try to share it again and again. And I thought that how can we let people know that the thing that they shared is disinformation, is hoax. Okay. So here it is. We need to tell them. We need to show them. We need to visualize them that this information is dangerous. And the idea is that visualizing how this information fooled us, we expect that it will increase our awareness. It will increase our understanding. And at the end, we expect that we can avoid disinformation. So this is the take that I try to give to you in a presentation. So let's imagine you have a grandmother, maybe your grandmother or your mother. You make a transaction in a market, an electronic market during the weekend, and you have problem with your card. Your grandmother could have problem with the card, and then they got panic. What they do? Usually, they will try to contact the customer service, but it's closed. Where they should contact them? What they do is they try to contact via social media. For example, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. For example, this was one of the big bank in Indonesia, and you can tell them, "Hello, admin, I have problem. I have sent direct message to you. Please contact me." And then very nice guy Not only one, but so many. There's so many nice guys will try to contact you. Sorry, you have problem. Please click this link. Okay. Sorry that you have this problem. Please click this another link. And these messages are done by fake accounts. But if you get panic, you will click that. And what happened? Actually, you are not alone. Not only one, not only two, but can be tens of fake accounts trying to contact you, like this one. There's one customer contacted by more than one. There's quite a lot of fake accounts. Okay? And when we look at more than that, like this one, okay, all of them, they have the same profile pictures. Can you imagine? If your grandmother is not very keen in technology, they will thought that, wow, okay, this is nice guy, try to contact me. And then they will fall into communication between one by one with one of these accounts. Okay? And I try to look at the data again. During the conversation like this, contacted by customer to the customer service and in the social media, within 3 months, what I look at this, like this, there are so many accounts with the number of followers. Okay? Most of the accounts have follower only 1, 2, 3. You can imagine. The customer service only have follower 1, 2, 3. But because you don't look at the number of followers, you can just look at the profile pictures, you will think that they're legit. But using this data, there are quite a lot of fake customer service. Yeah. And so almost 47.7% are fake accounts. Yeah. And that was only one bank. What about another bank? I have these 4 banks in Indonesia, and all of them I try to collect the data using the conversation like live chat, hello bank something. I cannot mention the name of the bank. Okay? And you see this, the conversation is quite high. In one day, we can have from 1,000 until more than 3,000 conversations. And that was very interesting using this one. This one, Ramadan. During the period of Ramadan, the trend is going down. So they probably that, okay, I don't want to make any more sins during Ramadan. And after that, they will do that again. Okay. And here it is. The one that I show you is just number 3. Still another bank that have so much conversation containing disinformation, containing fake news, fake information. Okay. And okay, this is my favorite. I use this kind of visualization. This is called social network analysis. When I try to plot one account to another account, when these 2 accounts link together using mention, retweet, or replace. You can imagine this. You can look at this. Okay, the 4 banks, they have their own clusters. Okay, each cluster contains fake accounts and their customer. And if I have this data for, let's say, 1 month or 3 months, you can imagine in social media, this one only on Twitter, there's so many disinformation. So many people try to steal your money from this. Okay. And, well, what are the results? Is there anybody that might be full enough, or maybe they're very panic and they give money? Yes, indeed. This is one example. There's a guy, they already got more than 1 million rupiah stolen because of that. And I also get some other news that more than 10 million rupiah and so on can be 100 million rupiah because you click the link and then you will contact it to the fake customer service. Okay. So it's just that one example that disinformation will try to fool you and at the end try to steal your money. Okay, I have another example of disinformation. Lately, we have COVID-19, right? And look at this one. Actually, it's not only in Indonesia, it's also the whole world. Some people think that Bill Gates is trying to implant us with microchip. Via what? Via vaccine. I'm from electrical engineering. I know microchip is big enough, and we cannot put it into vaccine, which is liquid. But people believe that. And this kind of disinformation, quite a lot of spread in the world. What about in Indonesia? we have our minister, Erick Thohir. And you know, he is the one that responsible, one of the ministry that responsible to bring the vaccine from other countries to Indonesia. Is that kind of disinformation also happen in Indonesia? Or we have our own version? Yes, indeed. There is also a question, is Mr. Erick Thohir trying to control us with microchip? And this kind of disinformation also spread in Indonesia. I was traveling in 6 cities in Indonesia together with the Ministry of Kominfo and other organizations. Try to tell people about hoax, disinformation. And one of the questions that I ask them always is that, do you ever heard about this hoax that vaccine contain microchips? Almost everybody in 6 big cities in area Indonesia, they ever heard about that. And you can imagine, of course, maybe majority they don't believe this. This kind of disinformation will spread the whole Indonesia. And actually, if we look at this kind of visualization, we'll understand it is not from Indonesia in the beginning, as I said before. In November until January, I have this kind of data. I collect the data from social media, and we saw that the disinformation about this hoax already in Indonesia, but they use international narrative. But during January, the beginning of January 2021, you know, during when vaccine is entering Indonesia, we start to have our own vaccine hoax. Okay, and who share it? Who make the hoax? Who disseminate it? And who try to debunk them? It is very interesting. And look at this data. This kind of social network analysis is from Twitter again, and I try to collect the conversation. You can see this one. Okay, there's a cluster. It seems like small cluster on Twitter, but actually this hoax already spread on WhatsApp and other source, other platform, and those guys with their cluster try to create and share the disinformation. Luckily, we have more people try to debunk them. There's another cluster which is bigger. They try to debunk the hoax, and we also have health workers there. So we should be very thankful to our health workers that they are also very active in social media. Having this visualization, we know that actually it is not easy to live in this world without knowing what's going on. Because you know, when we use our mobile phone, and if you scroll it, the number of information you can see only few. Maybe the top 10 posting, right? The most important one and so on. But actually, we have millions of data, and then somebody out there try to fool us with this information. Okay. And this cluster, I try to make it more clear and how they share it. Let's say there's one top influencers. They have a big followers, and then they said, okay, you know, Mr. Erick Thohir, they have vaccine, and Indonesian government try to control us. And so many people will retweet that. Okay. And so this is what we thought in the beginning, okay, that we thought that the disinformation will be shared mostly by bots or robot, but actually not. Mostly by human, because human have an intention. We have a habit. We have a habit to share this information, especially the controversial one. And the way for us, in order to we can let them know and then avoid that, is by inoculating them. So just like giving vaccine them with this kind of how to avoid disinformation. Inoculating people against being manipulated will be very, very crucial. This is according to Stephen, professor of cognitive science at University of Bristol. So this is the idea. But we thought that from fooled by disinformation, we expect that we can collect the data. Okay, we're using big data analytics. We collect all information from social media. We collect conversation from the whole world in our community, and we visualize them. We show them back to our community, and we expect that they will understand. They understand that actually they got fooled, and from that they will understand and how to avoid that. Okay, so I wish I can share this kind of knowledge and how to visualize conversation. Actually, what we can do here is using big data analytics. We can use visualization using social network analytics. And so many people actually have done this. And I wish they also do the same like what I do. Try to visualize how this information fool us. And let help our community to face them. Thank you very much.